Hi everyone, it's Cindy. Welcome back to Studioloo. We're here for the recap of Junk Journal Round Robin November 2024. So if you missed it, there are 90 videos that you can go back between myself, RedParrot and ChellesCreativeChaos. This is going to be, I guess, a biannual, twice a year kind of thing we're planning, hopefully to keep up with. We did it in April for the first time, in April 2024, and then this second one happened all through November, and it's where we do essentially like an advent calendar of 30 days of little goodie packets for each other. You send it to each person, and then you take, day one, the 2 packets, and you make something, and you repeat that every day. So it has been a good ephemera making sesh for November. We've got quite a bit going on in here. So let me rewind back to the beginning and we will see everything that we made, because I'm pretty excited to do this. So I thought that this time around it might be nice to do like a mock video before we got started, and this was the piece that I made for that. In that video I just kind of explained what Round Robin is in more depth, and I made this really fun, pretty dynamic, like naturey kind of exploding pop-out page with lots of tuck spots and fun things going on. So that was a fun one to make, and it's all flippy floppy. So that was my intro. Then on day one I got these beautiful tags from Mary Ellen and these paint swatches from Shell, and I made these 4 bird tags. Then on day 2 we got these 3 folders from Shell and the painty paper from Mary Ellen, and I did some collaging and made 3 journal cards. Day 4 was this very fall feeling journal card that has a tuck spot up here, and I got little leaves that I made. This was actually a doily sent to me from Mary Ellen, and I think from Shell maybe, and then the image was from Mary Ellen, and it's all these little naturey pals, and then I did a little tuck spot on the back. What did I say that day was? This is where I'm going to get all kerfuffled. 1, 2, 3. Day 4 was these 2 tags, painty paper and a silk scarf that were sent to me. Very celestial. Day 5, I got the 5 from Shell and the background sticker from Mary Ellen, and we laminated and we trapped some frosty fern in there. Day 6 was like this little booklet kind of thing that I made from a vintage photo album. It's got all sorts of tuck spots and goodies. I got the car from Mary Ellen, and from Shell I think maybe the postcard back here. I can't remember now. It's been a little bit, but yeah, this is a fun one. I used an old 60s yearbook. And then day 6 we had, so this was like a snap together kind of calendar. Now, in all honesty, I more than likely plan to break this up. I probably won't keep it all together, like now that I've made it. It's this really great, board of just neutral fun things to write on. So while it could totally tuck into something, which it might, I could also break it up. And then I also made these 2 little journal cards of my dog and my daughter. So that was day 6. Day 7, we did this, these 3 pieces that were all, inspired by, what's his name? Klimt. Yeah. All Klimt inspired. Day 8. We did some stitching and made these 2 journal cards. On day 9, we did 3 things. These 2 are kind of related to this like celestial dreamscape, beautiful journal card, and then we had this squirrely tag as well. Day 9, these 2. So I was sent this fun material in the back, and These were from Shell, these people. Day 10 was like a whole folio that I put together. So I was sent this illustration from Mary Ellen and these dolls from Shell. And I did a whole poem on there. We've got my hand-dyed paper in here. And then another little pocket at the back with another illustration from Mary Ellen and another person here from Shell. Day 10, oh yes, was this. I think... I might be going out of order. I don't actually know. Mary Ellen sent me these little sewing kits, and Shell sent me this lovely card, and I popped some cheeks in there, stitched on some buttons, and had fun with it. And I think we're on day 11 now. Yeah. Actually, no, we're not. We can't be. Yeah, I'm totally like out of order somehow. Because I think this is day 14. It's all in here. You're going to see it. Maybe I'll stop quoting days, okay? I'm just bad at this. So this was a Garden City vanilla cream label. And then Mary Ellen sent me these 3 white tags that I covered with a vintage invoice. And then we put a poem down here. And that's just a really fun tag with more going on back. Because I know these were day 15, right? These were day 15 where I made these really fun, wintry feeling kind of seasonal tags that were like an assemblage. That was kind of my favorite day where I came to the conclusion of how to build these pieces. And then we had a Christmas day. A fun little bag. And I think I already have a project for this to go into. Let's set that right aside. Then we had, I guess this would have been day 16. And this has little tags. I was sent these little kind of keyhole pieces from Shell. And it was just a lot of fun. And I had this little bee washi tape from Mary Ellen. It came together quite cute. I was able to use some of my Journal Together kits that I hoard. And we have these 2 nice big journal cards. Next day was these. So we got out the hairstyle booklet here. And Mary Ellen sent me some of the lovely Tim Holtz collage paper. And Shell sent me this little pink coffee stained kind of mat that went really well with this. So we made these 4 little cards. And the next day we made 3 cards that were all on these tabbed like dividers. So Shell sent me these flowers, and Mary Ellen sent me some paint, circles of paint, and I made I collaged the whole thing, and then actually did Mary Ellen also send me this card, I think, maybe? And this is the Moon Boy, and then we had 2 like nature themed ones that I made from book pages, very spring feeling. Following day was these button cards. So Mary Ellen sent me Shell sent me the buttons maybe, and Mary Ellen sent me this lady possibly. I can't remember, guys. Can you see like how baffled I get? I just had so much fun. I forget what was going on. Anyways, but it was on book page, and we made these fun button cards. And the next day, Shell sent me a big and a little playing card, and we turned them into the shaker cards with the little teeny fruit bits that Mary Ellen sent me. And then I took this out of a Japanese illustrated book that was like at a market, so like all the fruit is sort of sitting here on the table, and then they're exchanging things. It's like a little market scene. And then we had these 2 tags here that have, this one has a card that opens up, and it's also it opens all the way up into more writing space. So see that? It's like a little magical hidden writing space. And this was the day that Shell sent me some handwriting on tags, and Mary Ellen sent me like this vintage card. And then this one also opens up into more writing space, but then I made this little tag that goes in here, and I'm calling her Darlene because one of my lovely viewers told me that they liked this project except for this lady because it looks like a grouchy lady named Darlene, and I love that. Then we made this hummingbird card with puzzle pieces, stitching, and then we covered the back. And then the next day we worked with body parts and things. So I got out the Grey's Anatomy book. Shell sent me these teeth from a magazine, and I made this little round circular flipping card. And then I made these with some origami paper that Mary Ellen sent me with the Grey's Anatomy illustrations. I gotta separate these bundles. These are gonna tumble on over if I don't. There we go. You can't even see them, but yeah, this is a lot of ephemera, guys. Let me show you what I've shown you so far, just for your own eyes. Look at that. Yeah. Then, oh yes, the fox cards. Those were a lot of fun to make. And then I also used up my extras that day from the same Mr. Fox old children's book that I used up on that day. So those are a lot of fun. And then we had layered up fun pockets that all started with Mary Ellen's beautiful jelly printing. And then Shell sent me for this. What was it that she sent to me? Oh yeah, this cool plastic hanger that I used to make marks. It's like a great template for, jelly printing, all sorts of things. But I love how these turned out. I used lots of, scraps and layering and things like that. Great pockets. And then we had a very simple day on this day. So this was just 2 images sent to me by Mary Ellen that I made a journal card with, and then 2 strips of Tim Holtz photographs that Shell sent me. I added a little music and some lace, and then I just made these into tuck spots, and they're really very fun and functional and very easy. So, sometimes I don't take forever to make projects and they still turn out well. Next day we were doing a couple things. So first was this tag. I was sent this image and then these stickers. So the image comes from Mary Ellen, I think, and then the stickers came from Shell on a whole sticker collage sheet, and I thought it was very supernatural coffee shop. I like that. And then this was a brochure, and I loved the shape of it. It reminded me of mountains. So I went into a nature book and I made these little mountainscape kind of card and journal card. Then we had a day of Toronto. Mary Ellen sent me 3 Toronto postcards that I zhuzhed up, one of which I used this really cool Technicolor image from Shell and did some Posca pen dots. So we have these fun 3 postcards. And then on my final day, Shell sent me these beautiful windows that really inspired my project, and Mary Ellen sent me some really beautiful dictionary pages. So I use them in the backgrounds, and the rest of the materials all come from my monthly journal together kits that I release on my Patreon, which is linked below if you're interested. I used some vintage tape, a cello tape, and some messy stitching, and these little deer. I love how these ones turned out. I love these window frames. So that being said, it was a really fun and active, awesome month of doing all of this ephemera, and I'm so excited to do it again. I'm sad that it's over, but I will jump into some other things. I think you can probably pencil into your calendar that we plan to do this again in April. So I will release the materials for that more than likely around the beginning of March, or even the end of February, so that you can look for partners. You can do this alone if you want to. My friend Christine is doing that on Instagram. If you follow the hashtag jjroundrobin, you will find her. And I know I have a couple Patreon friends who also did a swap of materials. And so, yeah, you don't have to be online. It's very low pressure, though. Even if you do have a YouTube channel, I highly recommend you reach out to a couple other like YouTubers around your same kind of, you know, channel size or whatever, or just people you're friendly with, and you take part. Just do a swap and just make these kind of low pressure videos. You can even make a few videos a day if you're worried like I'm gonna, you know, not be able to keep up on a daily schedule, because it's like the materials are simple and they're selected for you, and it's just opening 2 fun little presents in the morning or whenever you craft and going away with yourself and doing it. So I just want to thank Shell and Mary Ellen so much. I had a blast. I really love, you know, the whole overall vibe that we have, and just, you know, playing with you guys is a lot of fun. I like making art. You help me push my brain in new directions, and I really appreciate that. And I hope that, you know, you feel the same way. And I'm glad we have this shared love of doing this, because it's I think it's very enriching. You know, it's a lot of fun. And I know that my audience seemed to quite like it. It's nice to get comments from you guys to send, like, to hear what your favorite makes have been, and, you know, maybe you discovered one of us from one of someone else's channels, and it's a really fun way to just grow a community of cool people, and I love that. So that being said, this is a wrap. Thank you for everything, guys. I've had lots of fun, and I will be back now for some December fun, okay? So take care. Bye for now.